Okay, welcome to the training, everyone. My name is Trevor, and we're hosting an eBay webinar today. I was telling you guys who are here live with me, we like to train on eBay on these Fridays, and so we're going to do one specifically today to help us get all prepared for the Super Bowl coming up. If you're in the world of internet marketing, you have to take into account the seasonality of different products that are being sold online, right? You got to know what time of year it is and what to sell during that time of year. And sometimes my clients come right after the big holiday rush of people buying for Christmas. We get into January and we struggle to figure out what to sell. And I know I've made the recommendation in the past. You ought to look at home health products, fitness products, stuff for people's New Year's resolutions, right? But we haven't talked as much about the Super Bowl that's coming up, and you guys need to know that if you're not a football fan and you're not an NFL fan, maybe this doesn't make as much sense, but it's huge in America, right? Football is gigantic, and especially the NFL, and the Super Bowl is a big event for a lot of people. Now, for you may not be a big Super Bowl person, right? In fact, I'm curious, how many of you guys here even care? We'll even watch the game. No, a few of you will, right? Some of you guys are fans, but I bet some of you guys don't even watch it, right? Some of you guys are like, nope, couldn't care less. The majority of you guys are fans. I can see that. Well, there's money to be made over the Super Bowl, and so there's this little survey I want to show you guys is a survey that was done as a way to figure out what people are consuming during Super Bowl time. And so I wanted to share this with you guys to hopefully direct some of your listings over the next few weeks, because really I think we've got the Super Bowl in 2 or 3 weeks, and that's gonna sneak up on us in a hurry. Okay. So let's talk about how we can take advantage of it, even if you're not a fan. You don't have to be a fan to be able to take advantage of this. Okay. So this survey surveyed a number of adults, men and women, different income levels, different age groups. And the first question, which I want to take you through these, this isn't as relevant, but we'll take a look through some of this stuff. The first question is, when you watch the Super Bowl, what is the most important part for you? Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this maybe just a touch better. Is it big enough? Can you guys read this very well? Okay, so when you watch the Super Bowl, what is the most important part for you? Choose one answer. Okay. Now, I wanted to do this with you while we're having the webinar. I thought this would be interesting. I'm going to actually run our own little poll of those you guys who are here, because I'm curious what your answers would be and how they're going to compare to these answers. So we're going to run this same question. Okay. Hold on just a sec while I set that up. And I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. What is the most important part of the Super Bowl for you? Okay, hold on, almost there. Okay, here we go. Okay, just launched the poll. Vote for me, guys. See how you guys compare to like a national survey. There's only 25 of us, right? So it's not really a big enough. It's not a big enough sample size to really say anything conclusive. This is just for fun. Okay, we're waiting on like 1 or 2 more of you guys to vote. 5 more seconds. All right, let's close it. You guys want to see the results? So those in the training program, this is you guys. 37% of you care about the game. 4% of you like the halftime show. 30% of you guys like the commercials. 19% are about the parties, and then 11% don't watch. How does that compare to the national survey? Well, you guys are close on the national survey. 37% of you and 35% on the national survey care about the game. 9% of national care about the halftime show, so you guys were a little lower there. But interestingly enough, the numbers run pretty true. Interesting. Okay, well that's all just for fun. Let me get rid of the poll real quick. Here we go. Share my screen again. Okay. So let's go down to the next question here. Do you plan to throw or attend a Super Bowl party? Do you plan to throw or attend a Super Bowl party? Now look at the national averages. 17, almost 18% of people are going to throw a party. And then 25% are going to attend a party. 5% are going to go to a bar or restaurant. Half of you won't do either. Half of you either aren't going to watch it or are going to sit at home and not watch with anybody, which is fine. Let's poll you guys on that real quick. Do you mind? Should we do it? Because I'm curious to see how close you guys fall in line with this. Here we go. Let's do it. Question, do you plan to throw or attend a party? Yes. Plan to throw a party. Yes, I plan to attend a party. Thanks for holding on while I create these. Plan to watch at bar, restaurant. No, not at all. All right. You guys ready? Okay, let's do it. Whoops, I gotta save it. Hold on. If it lets me here. I promise I'm getting to a point, by the way. I'm not here just to survey you guys. Some of you are like, all right, Trevor, get to the point. All right, let's see if this worked. Okay, here we go. Vote away. Almost all of you voted. 5 more seconds. Okay, let's close it. All right, take one more. Well, I'll just share the results here. There you go. 11% are throwing a party, 22% are attending a party. How does that compare? That's pretty close. The national average was 18% are throwing one. 26% are attending. Most of you guys won't be doing either, and nobody's going to a bar or restaurant. Okay. Let's hide the results. So you guys can see, even with our little sample size here of the 32 of you guys who are now here, you guys are you're following the national averages pretty closely. All right, now here's where it becomes relevant to us as internet marketers. Let me show you your screen again. You guys see this okay? Next question, and this is what we want to apply to what we're doing on eBay. Do you plan to purchase any of the following for Super Bowl party? Okay, and this is for those that are, are going to be going or hosting. So 80% are going to be buying food, right? That shouldn't surprise us. But can we sell snacks and drinks and stuff like that? No, right? We're not going to be able to do that on eBay. This is what we can do. However, look at these items right here that I just highlighted in blue. Televisions, 9%, okay? That's a big number. Look, that's an estimated 4.1 million that's an estimated 9.5 million new television sets. So, should that direct what we're doing on eBay a little bit? Yeah, maybe. Look at below that, furniture. Including entertainment centers, people are going to be buying 4.1 million new units of furniture over the Super Bowl for that very purpose. Okay. Team apparel or accessories, 19.8 million, almost 20 million. So that's 11% of these people are going to be buying shirts, hats, scarves, whatever, right? Jerseys, decorations, 7.4%, but that's still 8 million units. So, guys, if you're not preparing right now, you should start. We should start listing these types of products. You should start doing some televisions. You should start doing some furniture. You should start doing team apparel and accessories, right? A good portion of eBay and making money on eBay is just being smart about what you list. I'm not listing a lot of, say, camping items right now because we're in the dead of winter and it's not a great time for a lot of camping products. I'm not listing Christmas decor or Thanksgiving decor or certainly not Halloween decor and products at this time, right? I have to look at the seasonality of everything, and we're of course going to remind you on these Friday webinars and in our training program what you should be considering. But right now, this is a great opportunity. I get the question all the time, Trevor, what should I sell? There's a million different products that I could choose to sell. What should I sell right now? Well, here you go. I don't know if I would do all of my products as TVs, furniture, and team apparel and accessories, but I would certainly do some emphasizing in that area, no doubt about it. Also, if we're going to be doing team apparel right now, don't you think we ought to know who's left, right? Who's still playing? Guys, what teams are playing right now? Let me zoom in on this so we can all see. When it comes to team apparel and accessories, this is going to be what's dominated right now. Now, we're going to know on Sunday who's going to go to the Super Bowl, right? It's either the Patriots, the Broncos, the Cardinals, or the Panthers. I would be listing stuff for all four of these teams right now. But knowing, of course, that here in a few days we're going to know who's in the Super Bowl, the minute we find out who's in the Super Bowl, you should direct your listings to that team. Robert J says not the Cowboys. Nope, not this year. Not this year. I'm a 49ers fan, so I have a hard time getting excited about any of this right now. Although my wife is from North Carolina, so she kind of likes the Panthers. But I don't have a dog in the race. Guys, so take advantage of this. Gear your listings towards it. Don't go away from your bread and butter stuff. A lot of you guys have been listing and doing eBay for a while. Should have some bread and butter type listings. Stuff that you've learned sells over time. Don't scrap everything. Just on your new listings, let's lay some emphasis on these types of products. The one word of caution I have about televisions, though, if you guys decide to list some of those, seeing that 9.5 million are going to be selling over the next little while, based on the survey, of course, right? There's a margin of error there, but roughly 10 million of these. There, on eBay, at least, there's a high fraud rate on televisions, meaning you get a lot of people that will email you and try to get you to sell the television outside of eBay, and it's not going to be legit. Or you'll get people who will buy it and then won't pay for it. So just know, if you're going to list some televisions, just always be careful, right? If somebody buys it and you get a notification from eBay that it says that it's been bought, make sure you log into your eBay account and it's legit, and make sure you log into your PayPal account, make sure it's legit before we place that order with the supplier, okay? All right, guys. I don't think I'm going to give you anything else. There's more to the survey, but I only wanted to show you guys specifically what would matter to us here. Average spending was, what did they say, $89 a person that was doing this. So not important. What's important is what we've talked about. Guys, any questions before we finish up? Because this is probably all I'm going to give you today. I wanted just to prep you guys over the next couple of weeks for this. Keep in mind, too, Valentine's Day is less than a month out. St. Patrick's Day comes after that, which, I don't know how great of a holiday in terms of consumer sales that's going to be, but that's something that we can look into. And then you're going to blink and it's going to be spring, and we're all going to be busy doing outdoor furniture and outdoor decor and et cetera, et cetera. So the seasons change quickly. We got to be well prepared before the seasons hit. Really, we probably should have had this training a few weeks ago to prepare you a little bit better, but unfortunately, we had other things on the docket that we had to take care of. I'll give you just another minute for questions, and then we'll finish up. While we're waiting for questions, I got to do one more thing. One more thing, guys. Elizabeth says Broncos t-shirts are flying out the doors. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that at all. Okay, last poll. You don't. I forgot to give you an option that says I don't care. For those of you guys that really don't care. Another 10 seconds on this one. I know, I had to, Carrie. I had to ask. I was going to put San Francisco as an option, too, to see if any of you guys had. Oh, we're almost. Yeah, I'm going to close it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. I should take these results to Vegas, shouldn't I? I don't know, though. All right, here we go. Here's the results. I'm with you guys who voted for Carolina, for sure. For sure. Or Arizona. The rest of you guys are always in it. Especially you New England fans. The data, Judy, you're looking for where do I find a data sheet like the one you have here for other topics? This one came from the National Retailer Federation. I think it's called NRF.com. This is we get a lot of our statistics from here. This is the National Retail Federation. They're involved in lots of surveys and statistics about retail as a whole in the United States. And so we pull a lot of our data from a place like this. Sharon asked, do you recommend sharing our store with Facebook? Yeah, sure. Social media sharing for your eBay store is always encouraged. Now you have to have a pretty good social media following for you to really yield some results that way, but it sure doesn't hurt to ask. And if you've got a lot of friends and family that know you're involved in the business, a lot of times people will support you just by virtue of the fact that they support you as a person, which is nice. Judy says, I'm new, so I'm still having trouble with pricing. My prices are higher than most of what is out there. How can I address the issue? Your prices will be a little bit higher. If you're using retailers especially, you'll be on the high side for the most part. At some point or another, when you're in our program, we like to train you on finding wholesale drop shipping companies. So if pricing is an issue, we can work on finding some wholesale companies to work with. I would talk to your coach about that for sure. We can address that issue a little bit better in some of these trainings as well. But remember, and I was telling Gary, if you're still here, I was telling you about that just a few minutes ago. Price, it is important, but marketing and better marketing is even more important. So if you can become a better marketer, we can give ourselves a better opportunity for sure. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, let's finish up. Have a really, really good rest of your Friday. Enjoyed this one with you guys. Hope you had some fun, and hopefully you learned some things. Let's take what we learned. Let's apply them to what we're doing on eBay. And we'll see you guys next Friday for more eBay training then. Okay? Have a good weekend.